Do, 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 do. Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? What up, 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 what up? Holy fuck, dude. Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit? Did you hear me opening that shit? Is that a monster? Maybe. Is it with sugar today? Maybe. Do I usually drink that? No. Do I today? Yes. Are you mad? I don't care. How about that? You little piece of shit. What up, guys? It is I, Trille, and I am live on the television. Oh. Oh. We are awake. Sort of. Whew. Sleepy Bartom. What up, everybody? Today I got the Rio one just because it literally tastes the best. I wish they made like a sugar-free version of it so I can pretend it's healthy. But you know what? Today I'm getting one and it is what it is because it's the best tasting one. The white one is really good. I like the white one a lot. What up, Chunky? What up, Sneak? What up, Artin? What up, Zill? What up, Muzzy? Guys, I really need to fix my sleep. I woke up late again. There's a barbecue today at like 4 or 4:30. I should go, but I kind of want to stream for you guys. I'm not going to lie. But I think I'm going to go to the barbecue. And then maybe I'll do a short late stream too. Does that sound good? I think I'm going to do that because I need to... There's some people I need to see. There's some people I need to see. So... Yeah, it's... Yeah. So... Yeah, that's how that goes. Work-life balance? Yeah. I have been neglecting my social life a lot lately. And as much as my brain really wants to keep neglecting, I need to not at this point, I think. You know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you guys? Maybe it's a weird thing because of how I work and how I feel about my work. Like I get stressed when I don't stream and stuff like that. But when, you know what I've noticed? Whenever my sleep is a little bit pepega like now and I wake up a little bit too late, I don't really find time to do anything other than stream. So, yeah, I just need to get up earlier and everything's going to be better. But yeah, I've been working out lately at least, so that's good. That's good. I believe I've been to the gym 5 times now. Yeah, because I went through the whole 4-day routine and then I started on day 1 again. So that's 5 days. Today I'm having a rest day. Are your legs working today? Dude, they're pretty bad today too. I'm not going to lie. But yesterday I was super... yeah, it's a little bit better today. I feel it when I move, but yesterday was really bad. I was struggling to get up. But I like feeling that it's a good feeling that like, oh, yeah, I've done some work, you know. But my legs get way more sore than anything else. My legs and then my triceps. I really feel it in my triceps. I don't feel it that much in my biceps. A little bit in my chest. And my, what do you call it in the back again in English? Your, you know, between your... Like in the back here. Like here. No, I mean up. When you, like if you do a pull and then the back part. Lats, yeah, sorry. Lats. I feel a little bit in my lats too. Or traps or whatever you call it. You call it lats or traps? What's the difference with lats and traps? I forget. Do do do. Lats is under your arm down to the waist. Okay. Traps are on your neck. Demo done? Yes. Yes. It was a little bit painful. I'm not gonna lie. But we got a good lobby in the end. That was a satisfying lobby too, because I think I played really good. So I was very happy to end on a lobby like that. But I still stand by Demo being utterly garbage in Shuffle right now. The thing is, Demo has such a crazy toolkit. You have so much control that if they buff the damage of Demo Lock, they're instantly gonna be overpowered. So, because I think they have crazy control. They just have too little damage. That's the problem, it seems to me. Like, it seems very obviously the problem. Now, it could be you can push out some more damage with different builds, and I didn't get all the gear and all that. I know you can do more, but it just feels very, very lacking in the damage department. So that's the main problem of Demo, but I do think, like, it's a scary class to buff on damage, because they have so much control that you buff their damage just enough, then suddenly they're the best class in the game. So it's a bit tough. Like, they're gonna turn into mages if you buff their damage too much instantly, you know? Mages are cracked. 2.1 or 2.3? Well, if you read the title, is the title correct? What does the title say right now? I can't see. We're early today? Yeah, it's bad that this is early, isn't it? It's bad. 2.3? I don't think you got 2.3. Yeah, if you read the title, Mark, of the stream, I think it says, right? Or is it not updated?
Welcome aboard the wheelbarrow.
What does my title say?
SPEC is very cool guy.
Easy Pie, still subbed, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Can I hit 2.3 on every spec? Oh my god, it reverted it. Okay, that sucks. I don't know why I did that. I'll fix it. That's really annoying. Easy Pies, thank you so much for the 96 months. One of the longest supporters of the stream. Almost 3 digits. I appreciate you, man. I'll fix the title. It seems to revert itself sometimes. I'm not entirely sure why it does that. That's really annoying. Damn, that's weird. Let me try and fix it. Done. Okay, did it update now? My title? So what we realized yesterday is that getting to 2.3 or 2.1 on every class doesn't really make sense with how this season is playing out. So it's funny because like 2.1 is literally top 10 in EU on certain specs. So it's a bit crazy and it's a bit random because some specs are so underplayed, so they're, you know what I mean, and some specs are so overplayed. It becomes like an enormous difference. An enormous difference to get the rating on each spec. It's so unfair, and some are impossible without being the absolute best in the whole universe. So it doesn't really make sense. So, you know, we talked a lot about it yesterday and decided that what makes the most sense is to make it top 50 on every spec, which I think is a pretty solid number to go for. So last time I did this challenge, I went for top 100 on every spec in the game. And this time we'll do top 50, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool and fun challenge. What do you guys think? Do. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. I mean, what is generally, by the way, like Gladiator? If they gave, Like, what is generally like gladiator for a spec? If you talk about like top 50 or whatever, like how do I word this? What would gladiator be for a spec on average, you guys think? Gladiator range, if it was like within each spec, top whatever. Like how many of each spec get gladiator? That's a better way to word it. On average. Towards the end of a season. You think the MM nerf was too much? That's what I heard. I have no idea. I heard it was too much. I was stupid enough yesterday to say that because we were rolling for what spec to play next, so I accidentally made the mistake of telling chat. I heard that MM was so over nerfed that it's really unplayable now, which I don't think is true now after what I've seen, but it could be true. So I was like, I kind of don't want to play MM then. That sounds really boring to try and get top 50 on the spec that was broken, so everyone's super high rated, and I'm going to get top 50 and compete with people that are camping their rating from abusing. And so naturally, people started voting for me to play MM instantly. Which is funny, and I get that it is funny, but it would actually kind of suck to be completely stuck. It would be a brutal way to start this challenge. So I'm glad we're not playing MM just in case that's the case. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it would be like a bad vibe start to the challenge. I'm glad we ended on something else. Or maybe it's not so bad. Maybe MM is not so bad. Yo, what up, Chuggles? How's it going, buddy? That's what happened to you in Season 1 with Fury Warrior. You got to play it after a nerf and people were so high. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm going to be honest, like, Blizzard should have done a much better job on the beta. On the beta for this expansion, they dropped the ball so insanely hard. What a joke. They actually made people pay to play beta, and then they didn't even use it for testing. This beta felt like the biggest sellout beta I've ever seen. It's actually kind of disgusting that they started charging people money to get access to beta, and then they don't even use that information to balance the game at all. For PvP, at least. That is actually, when you think about it like that, it's actually kind of disgusting. That is kind of disgusting. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Nyko, it's really fast. Brother, they don't even play their own game. Yeah, a lot of them don't. That's true. But, I mean, some of them do, of course. First time chatter, Kim and Nyko. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How's it going, boys? I'm kind of excited to try out Enhance. Enhance looks really fun, this expansion. Less excited to play this piss. I have a level 80 Evoker. I'm low-key thinking, has anyone tried to do this leveling method on a normal spec? A race? What if I leveled from 80 to 90 like this? But on a non-earthen race. I wonder how long that would take. I mean, technically, it should be 200% slower. Right? And every level from 80 to 90, I think, took 6 minutes each. But how does that math work? Because it's 200%, but I also have this lore walking XP, and I don't know how that stacks with 200%, and the warband XP, and the war mode XP. Like, does it double dip into that, and the 200% just goes crazy? So if you're not earthen, it's trash, or does it not work like that? I don't know. We should all cancel our sub when this shit happens. They can get away with not doing anything and a shit on a bug price people who matter what. I mean, this patch when it released, I was genuinely thinking, and I don't normally get like this, but I was like, what do I play now? I don't want to play the game. That's why I did so many short streams. I told you guys this is awful. I'm not enjoying the game like this. They need to fix the game. I don't normally get like that. I was definitely salty, so I'm very glad they fixed it. And I agree, like canceling your sub is actually a good response to something like that. Like for me, for example, I cancel my sub, it doesn't matter. I have a sub for a long time anyway, but they can see that a lot of people are doing that and it'll send them a message. I do agree that that's like a good message, but they did actually listen and fix right away there, so that's good. And they came up with a message on Twitter apologizing, and they hotfixed, and they said they're going to be better at communicating. I don't believe them that they're going to be better at communicating, but this is the best thing they could have done for now, so we'll see. Was the Earthen Racial? I like I just said, 200% XP for this stuff, exploring. What up, Mao? Old world exploration is like 80 XP above each, above a certain level, no? 80 XP each. I don't know. I actually have no idea. I have no clue. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. When you activate this lore walking thing, you get more XP from doing it. So maybe that's why? I don't know. I'm level 43 and I'm getting 2.2k XP per exploration here, the green dots. It's insanely fast. Like when I get to level 80, I think it's about 6 minutes per level doing this. So I get from level 10 to level 80 in about 3 hours of doing this. And then you compare, how do you level a character from 80 to 90 normally? It literally takes longer than 3 hours. So it's faster for me to run around and explore from level 10 to 90 than it is for me to play the game normally from 80 to 90. And that's why I make new characters and I do this. Because not only is it easier, no, I mean faster, but it's also like a lot more chill. Do you later race swap? I have not paid for a single race swap yet. If I were to hard focus on that character, I would. But I feel like it's a money waste. I think people overestimate how important a racial is, guys. It's not going to matter 99% of the time. You know that, right? Like certain specs care a lot about their racial. Most specs, you're not really going to feel it. I think people are very min-maxy with that stuff. Like if you play as a rogue, you should be Night Elf. It's huge. If you play a Druid, like Resto Druid, or Druid in general, you should be Night Elf. It's really overpowered. Because of the value you get from melding on those classes is too broken. For healers in general, your racial matters. Especially like if you can play undead, because it's just overpowered. So that matters. But for most other classes, it's just not that important. You know? Do you want to keep staring at an ugly Earth all day? I don't really... I'm so zoomed out when I play, I don't even notice what I'm playing. That's why I like playing Tauren, because then I actually notice what I'm playing. I think that's fun. But yeah, I would rather level fast and look pretty in the video game. But that's my priorities, you know what I mean? Because I need so many characters anyway, so whatever to level fast, I'm good with it. I don't really care as much about how my character looks. I just want to be max level and play the game. Did they do GG Sparrow, or does it just feel like it? Because if they did Butcher MM, then yeah, that's bad. But I don't know if they did. I haven't played it. Yeah, I don't know how PvE balancing was. I think PvE might be a little bit easier to balance than PvP though. And I think they put more time into it. More resources, more time, more focus on it. Plus, I think it's easier to balance PvE versus PvP. Way easier. Right? Not saying it's easy overall, it's probably hard, but like compared to PvP, there's too many variables in PvP. And also there's a certain point of like community balancing you got to do as well. You got to look at the meta and how people play the game. You got to try to make the community happy too. Like, I think sometimes certain specs become too popular and they need a nerf more. Like, let's say one spec is like 5% better than the other DPI specs, but it's not that popular. It's less of a problem than when a spec is 5% better than every other spec, like when Earth Paladins are good or BM Hunters because they're so easy to play and everyone is playing them, then they need a nerf faster, in my opinion. Because when the game is being played too much by one spec, one class, that ruins the fun. When too many people bottom reroll to the same thing, it ruins the fun of PvP. It creates a sour mood in the community, and it makes you just enjoy the game less. There's actually a problem when too many people reroll to the same shit, and then it needs a nerf faster. So I think that's a thing that matters more in PvP than PvE.
Welcome aboard the wheel.
Matters in PvE too,
Afternoon,
but
Mr.
stuff like that
Streamer.
is like really, it matters. Yo, Shepard, thank you for the 29 months. And Dolkin, thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate you guys. Let me land for you for 1 second here, because I want to put you on a list for the next scam wheel. I keep forgetting this, but sometimes I remember. Shepard, you get a vote. Wait, Easy Pies earlier too gets a vote. Dolkin X, 1. You guys get 1 vote for the next scam wheel. I mean, Beasel, give me some information on what you like playing. I would suggest playing a healer if you like healing. Insta-Qs. And you get those boxes, you get gold. Really, same one race now or just race swapping after 90? I don't understand the question. Are you asking me if I'm going to pay for a race change? Probably not. Like, I don't need to swap to Orc Racial to get top 50. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to need to do that. If we get to a point where it's like, okay, we are really struggling, we need to min-max our character, we're buying all the sockets, we're getting all the gear, we're even going to race change to Orc for the little advantage, just because we're struggling to get top 50, then maybe I'll do it. But I'm not going to right away spend money to race change, because it's not going to be... It's probably not going to be needed. Not min-maxing. I mean, think about it. I have to level a fuck ton of characters for this, and if I'm gonna pay race change for all of them on characters, I mean, I'm not gonna actively play all of them either. Why would I? You know what I mean? It's expensive. You know. I'd rather buy a nice nice meal. But I'd rather buy a nice steak than pay for a little Orc Racial. He's greedy. Listen, brother. Feel free to donate money to me to race change, and I'll do it. How about that? Donate money and type, "This is for your race change," and then I'll do it. How about that? Will you smoke shisha? I don't think we really have shisha in Norway. I don't even remember. Is shisha the like water thing? Is that the thing without nicotine, or can you get it with nicotine too, or how does that work again? Because I think I had shisha when I was in Cyprus. I think I had that at the restaurants. With water? That was a really random question, by the way. Did you try shisha today or something? But yeah, I had it in Cyprus because you could order it to your table. I remember I was doing that because I lived in Cyprus for half a year. I was supposed to live there for a year, but I left early. Didn't like it there. Something is different about your hair today. That's crazy. My hair looks different every day, dude. Today, I didn't shower my hair. I just put conditioner in it because it was dry as fuck. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I want to travel to Norway. Maybe there's a shisha lounge. Oh, yeah, I don't know if we have that here. Maybe in Oslo somewhere. I'm not sure. You can ask ChatGPT, but I have a feeling we don't have that. Which I've thought about before that maybe we should, because it's like a cool thing. I think it's that. Well, let me see. I don't know, bro. It's just hair. You know, it's kind of funny how many people comment on my hair. I guess it's because of the whole wig meme. I don't really mind, by the way. I'm just saying, it's kind of funny. I've done this before using the dark iron racial for leveling super chill way. Yeah. You mean earthen dwarf, right? Wait, dark iron? There's so many races in the game I get lost. That's also a race? I forget. It's earthen? Yeah. Yeah, it got me thinking, wait, can dark iron do it? And then I was like, wait, is dark iron a thing? Or is he just miss... There's so many, like, alt races. I think that's weird, by the way. I wish they did a cool, like, more of a cool job with racials, if that makes sense. Like, with races, I mean. So the OG races, like human, makes sense that we have one human race. And then the other races are so different. Like you have Gnome, they're super small. Taurens, super big. And then you have Undeads, which is like, they're super cool. Trolls, like, they're all very different and cool in their own way. But then they started implementing like alt dwarf. So it's like dwarf with a little bit different skin. It's gnome with a like mechanical legs. I will say though, Kultiran is cool. Like the second human version is cool. I like that one because it's funny looking. And it doesn't look exactly like a normal human. But this new race, they got this expansion, by the way. I feel like people don't even know what the new race is called. No one gives a shit because it's so lame. It's ugly and it's lame. Like, there's nothing... It's like they just, like, put two races together. You know what I mean? It's like a night elf and a troll in one race or something. And it even has the night elf animations on fighting. It's like so boring, bro. I don't like that. Most of the allied race shows could have just been customization those options. Yeah, exactly. Voltaren makes sense. Voltarens are cool because they also look different, like way different than humans. Really, but why you start to level 1, you don't have Trille Billy? Because this is faster than leveling from 80 to 90. It's faster to level from 10 to 90 doing this than from 80 to 90 leveling normally. That's why. Level guide? Just exclamation mark level and I explain how it works. Exclamation mark level, Xavier. Just click that link, guys. I explain it there. Did you level a dragon yet? If you look below my WoW window here, you see at the bottom that I'm logged in on my dragon there too. Right here. He's level 80. I'm not sure how to level him. I guess I'll do time walking, but fuck me, it sounds boring. I was thinking, what if... But no one seems to know how much XP you get if you do this leveling method on a normal race that isn't earthen. How fast is it from 80 to 90? Is it going to be extremely slow or is it still semi-fast? Because I could just do that. I'm so tired of Evoker. What do you mean? You're like Org? Or just Evoke? What do you mean you're tired of them? You predict Enhance be quick for the challenge? Yes. But I could be wrong. I think Enhance was extremely overpowered at the start of the expansion, and I'm not sure how many people played and then they stopped playing because they got nerfed. But they are still really strong from what I'm seeing. Like, if they were at this strength level they're at now the whole time, I would say for sure. Because I feel like every time I play Enhance, I do really well on it right away. No ego, of course. But I could be wrong. Maybe they were just too strong earlier and a lot of people are camping high rating. Because a lot of people do that. They get high rating, they get nerfed, and they're like, what's the point in queuing now? And I actually, honestly, I get that. You're already high rating. You're going to queue and lose your rating. It's not fun. I get why a lot of people think that, so... Hey, what up, Hoffy boy? Would be nice to know how fast it is on a normal race. Yeah, I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Maybe we can do this. I mean, I could test. I could test and see. After this... People will be mad, but rank decay should probably be a thing. Yeah, I agree more with rating deflating than inflating like it does now. You actually get rating for being AFK now, which I think makes no sense. Do you guys know that? You get AFK MMR. Last expansion, there were several specs I played that I didn't touch for several months, and my rating just skyrocketed. I was still in like green gear. I'd only played it at the start of the expansion. And my rating just went up like 600 MMR. And I was fighting people that are like full tryhard. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't even want to play on this MMR. I have no gear. I'm rusty. But that's the system they put in the game. It's really, really backwards in my opinion. But I mean, it would also be fucked if I'm on a character and I play it up to 2.4, and then I don't play till the end of the season, and now I'm playing on 1.2 MMR. Right? Like, so if it's going to decay, there needs to be a cap on the decay. I think. I don't know how to do it exactly. But you should, like, it shouldn't... You shouldn't get fucked, but I don't think you should get rewarded for not playing the game. You should add CR decay and not MMR decay. Yeah, that could be a better way to do it, honestly. You just lose rating. Yeah, I kind of like that. But I don't know. I feel like it's 2026, and what I personally would like to see... This one didn't work last time, too, I remember. Next. What I personally would like to see is a brand new rating system. It's 2026. Like, surely we can invent a better system than what we have right now. You know what I mean? Like, maybe new ranks, a new type of decay or something. You know? Just something better. Something new. That would be fun. Other games hide the numbers and use ranks, so simple yet effective. Yeah, I prefer ranks over rating. I think it's way better. It's so frustrating, like, how bad it feels for... Like, okay, imagine this scenario, and this scenario is very real and happens all the time. A returning player, probably a lot of you guys in chat right now, you come back to the game you haven't played in 1.5 years. And you're like, okay, I'm going to get back into PvP. I'm watching some streams. I'm gearing up. I found a website to gear up. Okay, I'm getting excited. All right, my character's ready. I'm queuing up. And you're like, okay, all right. I'm trying to find someone to queue with. Okay, I'm doing some solo shuffle, blah, blah, blah. And then you start pushing rating. And then you get stuck at 1700 rating. And you don't just get stuck in the sense that you got unlucky. You're like, okay, this is where I belong. This is tough. These people are better than me, or at least the same skill level. Okay, I'm struggling. And then you look at your experience, and you used to be a 2.4 player. And then you're like, am I bad? Am I actually just a 1700 player right now? I feel like I'm playing good. Am I old? Am I bad? Am I trash? Can I not play anymore? Do I need to quit? Is it over? I'm 52 years old. I can't play anymore. What's going on? Right? Like, it's not a good feeling to go from being a 2-4 player in Season 2 of Shadowlands, and now you're hard stuck 1700. Another thing is that you're going to advertise yourself in LFG. Like, people are going to be like, what's your experience now? I'm a 2-4. I was 2-4. And then they queue with you, and you actually belong at 1700 right now, and they're like, lol, you're not 2-4. You're trash. And they're like, I was 2.4, look at my achievements. And then they're like, oh, you were 2.4 6 years ago in that expansion. That was way different. It's way different now with rating and how it works. It's actually the same rating, but it's way lower now because of inflation and deflation and Pepega and Omega. And it's so troll, dude. People used to be 3,800 rating. And now you're 2,300. When you're at the top. You went from 3,800 down to 2,300. Think about that. I don't know. I feel like, why not just increase the numbers at that point? I feel like every season, the number... What if the rating just increased by like 100 every season? Why are we so scared of those numbers? I get that it's like silly with, you know what, with damage, for example, when we had these like, we're hitting for 6 million, 7 million, 8 trillion crits. You know, we're level fucking 157, and it's weird. I get that. But with rating, why does it matter if it says 2K or 3K or 4K? I feel like people would feel a lot better And it would also be a little bit hype when people are like, oh, this season, first 4K rating ever in the game. First 4.1K ever in the game. First 4.2K ever in the game. Why not put it up or at least keep it around the same? But going backwards is such a bad feeling for people. It's literally just making people feel like shit. And then they quit the game. Because they feel bad. I actually think that matters a lot. Feeling good when you queue. Rating feels good. So it's either that or just make rating rank-based. So you see the rank you're at and you're climbing your rank. Instead of seeing a number that's lower than before and you feel like shit. Am I making sense here? Do you guys disagree? I think it's so harmful for returning players, especially. Like, for me, it doesn't really matter. I understand it, and I also don't care as much. But I care on the behalf of other people. You know what I mean? Just weird, and it makes no sense, and there's no upside to it that I can see. It's one of those things that's like, why is it like this, bro? You know? I'm not quitting the game because of that. I'm not saying that everyone quits the game because of that. I'm saying that some people do. You get a bad feeling. It's like a mental thing, right? I've heard it many times. I've seen it many times, and it makes sense that people get a bad feeling from it. Seeing a lower number, getting hard stuck on a lower number is like, it's hard to mentally accept when you think that you're a 2.2 player, but you're actually a 1500 player right now. That's not fun. Like, I'm trying to say that, like, that mental stuff matters because it's supposed to feel good to play and climb. And when you cannot climb to the numbers you had before, your brain is going to tell you that you've gotten worse, even though you haven't necessarily. But maybe you have as well. But it's like, if you're at the same skill level as before, and you're 800 rating lower, that feels bad. That looks bad. It's like you're not climbing to something new. You're not trying to get your first 2.3 because you're a 2.2 player. You're trying to get your 1700 all of a sudden. And you've already gotten that. You know what I mean? It's like duelist achievement was easy to get for you. Now it's impossible. That's not a good feeling. You don't want to work harder for stuff you've already achieved. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm trying to explain my thought process. Yeah, concerned. That would make sense. Yeah, you could do a full-on reset as well, and then everyone would understand it because it's the reset. Yeah. Exclamation mark level, Adri. Welcome to the chat. This season has been very demotivating for me because of the rating. Yeah, I can't break 1600 this season, and the only reason I now MMR... I know MMR is Giga Deflated is because you've spoke. The only reason I know MMR is Giga Deflated is because you've spoken about it. If I didn't hear you say it, I would be very frustrated that I'm like 300 plus rating under what I was last time playing. Yeah, there you go. And lots of people are never going to hear someone say that. You just happen to listen to my stream. Like, imagine all the people that just try out Arena and they don't like hear me say that or someone else. Is there nothing in the game that explains if the season is inflated or deflated? Nope. Hold on. I'd like read while missing this. Move that a little bit over there. Yeah. What I hate is that my friend and I got... Wait, let me make this window a little bit. Maybe read everything. What I hate is that my friend and I get 1.8K at the end of the season. Dude, I wish I could read my chat on my main screen right now somehow. Low key, I could. Maybe. What if I do this? Fuck. What I hate is that my friend and I get 1.8 at the end of the season, then we come in at the start, and at 1.6 you're fighting multi-glads, and now you need to wait a couple of months for inflation. I mean, you're not only going to fight multi-glads at 1.6. You're kind of exaggerating the issue, but it is somewhat true. That's why most players just wait before season. Oh my god, that's such a long sentence, dude. Can you guys type like... Can you guys get the message done in a smaller sentence so I don't have to fucking miss my experience? Jesus, guys. Can we not type a book on Twitch right now? All right, let's shorten it up a bit. Okay, no flame. Oh, TTS,
That's why
perfect.
Most players just wait before season ends, no? And it's horrible. Cooler would be if season lasts month, 2 months, but same patch just like Legion had, no? Why would it be hard to add recolors or change wording in our one titles? We just keep same gear. Patch
That
notes
didn't help
easy,
me.
no.
The way he's talking is frying me. It's horrible. Cooler would be if... Illegal... It's horrible. Cooler would be if... Brother, and the space bar into question mark every time, illegal. Illegal. Go to ChatGPT, write that in, and say, can you write this properly for me? And then put it in TTS, because it's unreadable for my brain. Just ask AI for help, because we need help, okay? No flame. For leveling like this, it's the fastest way. Exclamation mark level, I explained it. Can you teach how to configuration in FarmHUD? Exclamation mark level in the chat, just click that link. You just download FarmHUD and you click it here on the minimap. After you do everything I said in exclamation mark level, click the link. Thank you for talking about it. Been pretty demotivated lately concerning PvP and rating. Okay, I mean, maybe I should talk about this more often then. Because people should not be demotivated if you're stuck on low rating right now. I am telling you guys, whenever I queue solo shuffle and I get to 2,100 rating, I recognize, so I'm a top player in the game, and I recognize a lot of the rank 1 players. Almost every single lobby at 2.1 or higher consists of at least 1 or 2 or more rank 1 players. That means the top 0.1% of the video game.
Most players just wait till end of season, kinda kills motivation, no? Wouldn't it be better if seasons were like 1 or 2 months but same patch like Legion? Also, why is it hard to just add recolors or tweak our one title wording? Keep same gear and notes. Easy, no? Generated by ChatGPT.
That was better. I'm getting fried. We're having like 5 conversations at the same time right now. I'm kind of like... Fix echo. Yeah, okay. Let me do that as well. There we go. Fixed it. I want to finish the conversation I was just on first. It's crazy how hard it is for me to like multitask. But yes, I think I was saying that
test.
I should talk about it. Oh, I'm level 70. I should talk about it more often, and then when I'm 2.1 or higher, I almost always recognize someone in the lobby, or I see a rank 1 title from someone, right? That means the top 0.1% of the ladder. Okay, Trump. You know, and then whenever I'm like 2.2, 2.3, I usually recognize like someone as like even better than a rank 1 player, like a top player. There's usually a top player there.
Sorry for interrupting your flow.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that like The rating is extremely low still. Extremely, extremely low. I don't know. I'm a returning player and I don't see it as a negative thing. It's whatever because I saw the best players in the world at 2.2, 2.4, so it's common sense to be a lot lower. But try to look at it from other people's point of view. Like, personally, I don't care either. I get it. But look at it from someone's point of view that doesn't actively go to Twitch streams or analyze the ladder and look at people's rating and then think about it like that. They just queue up and they play the game. And they're trying to learn and they're looking at their rating and they're like, damn, I used to be really high rated and now I'm actually stuck on 1700, 1600. I used to be 2.2. And then people start like,
what do
like,
you
oh,
mean
I must be
by
playing
that?
with someone shit. Oh, and then you're like, maybe I'm getting shit. And it's just like I explained earlier in the stream, you can go back. I went on a long explanation of why I think this is like bad mental. It's bad for the mental to have the numbers just be lower and lower.
I hope TDS doesn't break your concentration in your yapping.
Yeah. Seems like top 50 should be quite easy for a lot of underplayed specs though. Like it's like 2K-ish rating. See, that's also funny to me. Because why do you think 2K rating is easy right now? You know what I mean? $2K rating right now, I wouldn't really call that easy, right? Like for every single spec. I mean, for a lot of specs, not every single spec. Say you're playing a spec that is like not meta right now, and you're trying to get 2K rating. It's like not that easy, right? But yeah, it might be that some top 50s are really easy because some specs might be severely underplayed. And it might be that some top 50s are really hard for different reasons. Like, for example, Hunter will maybe be super hard because it was broken and so many people got super high rating. So the top 50 is probably super inflated. And then now they're nerfed so hard. And I have to compete with people that are camping rating from when it was broken. So, you know, some might be easy and some might be really hard for different reasons, right? I mean, me and my friend met rank 1 players at 8 RMMR and 3s, and sure, we won, but we also like to get all the rewards plus an eventual Glad push. Glad being rank 1 right now isn't exactly motivating for first-time Glad pushers. Yeah, that's another problem as well. A huge problem. It just makes people want to wait. People that are like actually motivated to get their first Glad, they're like, why don't I just wait? Not a good design, it's a terrible design. You will have a rank 1 at 3s because it's less populated brackets. What do you mean by that? Oh my god, I'm getting a lot of XP right now. Yo, what up, Deep? How's it going, buddy? We can apply some debuffs on the EC specs, like can't use combustion on Fire Mage. I think you guys need to relax, okay? I think you guys need to relax. Are you worried that I won't be challenged? Okay, you know what's actually important to point out, though? That a lot of people seem to misunderstand when I do these things. The main objective of me doing challenges like this is not to do things that I think are almost impossible. If I wanted to do that, there's plenty of other challenges I could do. This is meant to be... It's meant to be entertainment, first of all, right? So what I like about this, when I think about it, is that you guys get to see every single spec in the game. You get to see me play everything, which I think is a unique and fun thing, to get to see one person play every spec. I play your spec at some point, right? And everyone likes to see the streamer play their spec because they're going to be like, okay, I can help him with this, I can tell him about that, and also I can see how he reacts to this situation with my spec and how he learns to play my spec, and if I can learn anything from him, like different stuff like that. It's just fun to watch someone play what you play, right? Also, you guys get a lot of power. Like, you guys get to decide what I play next. So I think that's like nice interaction,
no one
lots of
plays NR.
variety.
All loveless, are you here? You want to see Trille play your spec?
Illegal, you're so pepega, dude. You're so pepega. True, I got to see demo. I found out I'm better. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah. What rating are you right now, Turtles? Bad joke? Nah, you're fine, bro. What up, Jev? Sorry, no, it's okay. You said nothing wrong, bro. Don't worry, I'm just trolling. Really, no one will respect you unless you play naked, one-handed, upside down, and playing Dagger Fury Warrior only to 2.950. Okay. No, but the thing is, I remember when I did 2-4 challenges, Gladiator challenges, top 100 challenges, whatever, there's always some people that are like trying to talk about why it's not impressive. And I just want you guys to know that I'm not trying to do this to impress people. I'm trying to do it for content because I think it's fun and it's something unique that I can do. The most challenging part of this is getting every character ready. I have to level them up, I have to gear them up, and I have to bind them on my abilities. I have to read all the talents and learn the specs, and there's a lot of multitasking going on, right? I think it's fun to do, and that's like, you know, I have never done top 50 before, though. Maybe it will be really challenging. We'll see. Like last time I did top 100 on every spec. We completed that. I was like, okay, let's do top 50 this time, which, you know, we'll see. Do, 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 do. What's the best hunter spec right now? I think it's BM Hunter. I think it's time to get rid of rating and different system. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier too. I think so too.
Welcome aboard the wheelbarrow.
Yo, Cult
Good
Taken,
to be
thank you for the
back,
12 months,
Trille.
dude. Good to be back. Good to have you, bro. I might have forgotten someone, but I'll add you to the list. Cult Taken, 1. You get 1 vote for the next scam wheel. Exit low working to teleport back. Clicking this? Yes. All right. So, how can I passively level this guy while I'm flying around? I don't think there's a way, right?
Oh my god, Mr. Streamer Guy is trying to entertain us. What the actual?
What the actual? What the actual flip, dude? What the flip? But yeah, genuinely curious. Like, by the way, how do you guys? How do you guys feel about what I'm about to do on stream? Top 50 on every spec. Do you guys feel like, okay, I'm excited to see this. This is fun, or do you think it's a like? Do you not like it that much? Because I think it's really good content. I think it's fun. I like it for now. Okay. I love it. It's fun. Okay, good. Yeah, also, by the way, I'm not fishing for positivity when I ask questions. I genuinely just want to know people's thoughts, if it's good or bad. I'm very open to criticism as well. Is leveling works with all races? No. I mean, it's Erden. You got to do it all. Exclamation mark level. There's a clip I explain it. So this season, getting Gladius easier. No, right now it's way harder. I'm level 79 now, by the way. Right now it's harder because it's so deflated. Only rank 1 players are playing at Gladiator rating still. So top 50, so that's 1 game as Vengeful of the Age. Yeah. I don't think I should be doing tank specs. I mean, if you guys want me to, I can do it, but I don't actually think... The thing is, like, I'm very anti-tanks. I don't think they belong in Arena. I know that all the people with OCD are really gonna want me to play tanks as well because they're like, you know, you have, if you say every spec, you gotta play every spec. In my opinion, tanks shouldn't even belong in, like, you shouldn't be allowed to queue tanks. It makes no sense. I don't know why you're allowed to. It is extremely lame playstyle, and very few people play it. Thank God for that. I see a lot of negatives with playing it. I see some positives. So obviously you can say every spec, so that makes sense. So here's something that's a little bit silly with it. So few people play tanks that most of the time, I'm level 80 now, by the way. That's crazy. Most of the time, it'll be like, I need 1200 rating. And I'm done. You know what I mean? And then there's like, okay, people play Prop Paladins. So maybe Prop Paladin, I would need like 1600 and I'm done. Right? So you spend all this time setting up a character, gearing up a character, learning. See, this is a big negative for me. I love learning new specs. But with tanks, I've played them so little that I would have to literally learn from scratch. It's going to take me way longer to learn the spec. And it's useless information. It's like I will be spending more time learning the spec than actually getting the rating. So we do this whole scam wheel. We land on a tank. Then I spend a lot of time gearing it. I spend a lot of time learning it. And then we queue a couple of shuffles and we're done and we do a new scam wheel. The thing is, I've done that shit before. And it is funny though. Like the positives are that it's funny for the scam wheels. It's funny for you guys. And a lot of people find it really interesting to see me play a tank because you guys are like, is tank good? But most of the time with tanks, people haven't even figured out a good spec. So I'm going to be playing some random shit that might not even be good. And here's another negative. I might discover that a tank spec is really good. I might try out some talents and I'm like, fuck, this is really strong. And then you guys see that. And what do you think is going to happen if I log on a Vengeance Demon Hunter and I read my talents and I click these talents and I play in a certain way and I tell you guys, wow, I'm actually one-shotting everyone when I do this. This is really broken. Wow, I can't die when I do this. Wow, I can make this guy immune to crowd control because tanks are always, they have some obnoxious shit. Right? What do you think is going to happen if I do that on stream? You're all going to re-roll and abuse. So I'm literally just making the game a worse place. I don't like that. Like, I don't want to discover a broken tank spec because people will just copy-paste and they'll try to abuse, and there we go. I just made the ladder a worse place to be. And that shit spreads like wildfire, right? If I find something broken, a couple of people in chat are like, oh my god. They go to Lontar's chat, they tell him. They go to Venruki's chat, they tell him. Now Venruki makes a YouTube video about it. Now someone posts on Twitter. Suddenly the whole ladder is Vengeance Demon Hunters one-shotting everyone. And they're like, fuck you, Trille. I'm like, well, my bad. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I think it could be good for the stream. So maybe fuck them. Maybe I need to put my morals aside.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, exactly. Maybe, guys, I should just queue tanks, find broken specs while I gamble on Rainbet on the side. Accept the sponsorship. What do you guys think? Fuck my morals. Become a gambler prot paladin. Okay? What do you guys think?
Nah.
Ay, ay, ay. Yo, Vash, thank you for the raid, bro. Hope you had a fun stream. Again, the one guy I had, I appreciate it, bro. Was okay. I saw your stream. You gotta put the cam on, dude. What is this guy doing over there? Lord Magmathar.
Thank you for
bugged?
the subbies.
Yo, Deox, my boy. Yo, what is he doing up there? Has he always been there? That's so strange. Thank you, Deox. Carrying the stream as usual, my boy. Can I get some claps in the chat for Deox? Oh, I gotta put you on the list. Deox 5. Please the Farm HUD sad face. Exclamation mark level, click the link. All you do is download Farm HUD, click Farm HUD there on the minimap. Exclamation mark level, I made a link for you guys. I mean a clip. We're almost done leveling. I'm sure I can, but I have to rearrange my desk first since I don't want my kids to accidentally walk behind me and be seen. Yeah. I think you should do it. Adds a lot of vibe to the stream. It's fun. And you also have my permission, Bloodluck, to link your stream in my Discord if you want some of the homies in there to tune in. I don't mind. Wow, amazed. Erden gives you 200% XP when you do this. So, but I would like to know how fast it is from 80 to 90 doing this on a normal race, because I might do it. I'm level 81. There it is. Might give me the last remaining level 4s to finally reach 50. Yep. Yep. I love this song. That link doesn't work for me on mobile. The level link? That's weird. It's a website link. It's a little bit time consuming to explain the whole leveling strat, so I'd recommend just like click it when you have a PC or something. Or copy paste it into your browser. You could try that on your phone. So 1.8 is the new duelist basically. Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. Rating is so fucked. Hoes in the sky. Woo. Sorry. Yeah, feels good, man. I didn't see if Deox typed anything. Did he just drop 5 and piece it? Are you kidding me, dude? Holy moly, this seems like chill fast leveling. Yes, sir. Fastest way to level in the game. I really should put it on YouTube. I'm playing, but I don't have 2 monitors. Deox. Why do you not have 2 monitors still? What is going on there? You're a 1 monitor Andy, dude? That's crazy. Memories. Hoes in the sky. All right. What do we talk about next? We were yapping about that subject for a while. Next subject. How can he afford a second monitor when he's remortgaged the restaurant to drop 5 billion subs? You know what? True. I have 2 monitors, but there are also 2 boxes. My kids and I share a desk. Oh. Wholesome. Why no balancing? What balancing do you want? It's funny how like they fixed or nerfed the shit out of Hunter and the game was instantly 10 times more enjoyable yesterday. I'm so glad I did that. I'm not kidding. Like I was actually sitting here thinking I might go play TBC. Like I was ready to go play a different game for a bit. Because I was not going to sit there and play into this broken shit for 2 more weeks. I've actually hit my limit with that kind of stuff. When there's one broken spec, I won't play anymore. I used to always like fight it out, but not anymore. I'm actually done with that. If there's a broken spec some point in midnight, I'll probably just do something else for a bit because I don't have it in me anymore. I get too mad. That's like gonna be a break from me next time it happens. So hopefully they don't do that shit anymore, or at least they keep up the fast hot fixing. That's also fine. That'd be funny, Deep. What the fuck? I tuned in an hour ago, then you dinged level 30. Yeah, I'm level 81 and a half now, buddy. You like that? I told you this shit's fast. It slows down a little bit from 80 to 90, but I think it's about 6 minutes a level. But yes, it is possible. Is there a guide? Exclamation mark level. Guys, I've been to the gym 5 times now. Rest day today. I am so glad I'm back to it. I think this time surely we'll make it into a lifestyle thing. What do you guys think? This time we can do it, right? This is the time. Now we're going to get in shape. Surely. What could possibly go wrong? Right? I actually like the new leveling routine in the gym. Did you get your air fix? Yes, I did. I went to the doctor. I called my doctor, and I'm actually so happy with how serious they took it. Because when I told them what happened, the lady on the phone said, "Okay, do you live nearby?" And I'm like, "Yes, it's walking distance." And then she said, "I can get you in 45 minutes. And I was like, "Thank you. Thank you." And I love that. That makes me very happy. And also, when I got to the doctor, he was so fucking... I am so happy with my doctor. I've only been to the... So I've had one doctor my whole life, and I changed him when I moved like 6 years ago to one that's more close. So I didn't get much of an impression from him the first time, but this time I am so fucking happy with him. He was very knowledgeable, and he explained, like I knew a lot about this already because I did research online, right? So I was trying to fix this myself. But he took the time to explain everything that could be happening and what's happening and what shouldn't be happening and blah, blah, blah. And he explained it in a very good way. That was really nice to hear. And then also he was just fun as well. He cracked a lot of jokes. We were vibing. He asked about what I work with, and I told him about you guys and what I do, and he thought that was super cool, and he asked a bunch of questions about that. And then he took me into another room to basically clean my ears. And he cracked a lot of jokes to the lady that he told to clean my ears. He seemed really cool and knowledgeable. Very happy. I'm super happy with the treatment I got and the fact that they took me serious. So what happened was it was just earwax, but he basically they said it was good that I got in because I would never have been able to remove that myself because it was earwax that was so deep inside my ear and it was wrapped around my trommehinnen. I don't know the English word, so I would never like get my hearing back without that special equipment. And they were struggling a bit to get it out. And we were worried for a moment there that I had to go back home and use more oil and then come back another time. But after a while, we got it out, and it was a huge relief. And basically, there was a fuck ton of wax, like deep inside my ear that you couldn't see. So yeah, that shit's scary. Because I literally couldn't hear for 4 days straight. I had like 5% hearing or something. 5-10% hearing, I think. In the end, on my right side. I like that, Dordino. That's awesome, bro. Are you happy with where you are now? Is there a lot of difference? You also need cardio. Yeah, true. I've thought about that a lot, actually, Alexa. I'm just not gotten to that point yet. I don't want to go too crazy. But I do want to do a little bit of cardio. Get some steps in. One thing at a time. Did you use the suction thing or did I flush it out with water? I'm not exactly sure what was in it. It could have been flushed with water. But it was a special machine they had at the doctor's office, so they didn't have to refer me to somewhere else. And it was shooting in something, probably water, but in a very, like...
Thank you for the subbies.
Powerful beam. Yo, Bims, my boy, with the 5. What the heck, dude? Thank you so much. You get 5 votes on the next scam wheel, by the way. Deox with the 5 and Bims with the 5. And we're just sitting here yapping. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Wow, what is going on? Where are you guys doing this? Thank you so much. No, but it was so powerful, the beam, that I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt quite a bit. They warned me too. They were like, this could hurt a bit. And after a while, it did hurt a bit, and I was like clenching a little bit. And then she asked me, is it okay? Does it hurt? And I said, no, it's fine. It's like a massage. And I actually said that because I didn't want her to stop. I was like, just get this shit over with. I don't care. There's a little bit of pain. So I was like, nah, it feels like a massage. Keep going. It did hurt a little bit, though. I'm not gonna lie. But I was like, fuck it. I just wanted it done. So she kept going, and eventually she was like, oh, there it is. And I felt it just pop out. And I was like, oh my God, that's nice. Yo, Bims, thank you so much for the 5. And Kasadik as well with the 30. Let me add you to the list. You get a vote. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. God damn. All the support today. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Stop using the damn cotton ball swabs and it won't happen anymore. Yeah, you actually have to be really careful with how you clean your ears. There's a lot of things you can do that I'm not sure exactly what happened, because I am kind of careful with that, but I can imagine that maybe, you know, when there's this flush balloon you use, you fill it with water and then you squirt water in your ear to try and cleanse, you know, after you've used oil to loosen up the wax. I have a feeling that maybe I pushed that into deep in my ear at some point, and maybe that's what pushed it in. That's the only thing I can think of. But you have to be careful with pushing anything into your ear because it actually gets hard stuck, and you actually do lose your hearing. And you won't be able to fix that sometimes. Like, I wasn't able to fix it. And then you need to go to the doctor. So it is actually something to be mindful of. 100%. Yo, Mossway with the tier 1. What is going on today, dude? Wait, I'm supposed to go to a barbecue in like an hour. But you guys are subbing so much. Did we just skip it, dude? No sellout, of course. Really say ear, not air, when you're speaking about air. Corp, hva med om du bare holder kjeft, så sier jeg øre og høre? Ok, du skjønner jo faen ingenting. En språk, Andy. Ikke sitt her og klag på min engelsk. Ok? Du skjønner sikkert ikke et eneste ord av det jeg sier nå. Corp. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. I appreciate it. Say ear, not air. You're speaking about air. Air, air. Yeah, it's hard for me, actually. You're right. Ear. It's so weird to say ear. Because logically, in my head, you say E. So air. Right? Like, I pronounce it with logic. But in the English language, logic is nowhere to be seen a lot of the time. There's so many examples of that, actually. I was just watching a TikTok about that. That was really funny. Wait, let me find it for you guys. You're gonna like this one deep, I think. I know, Corp. I was just messing around with my response, bro. I'm not offended. You're good. You're good, bro. I'm just trying to be funny, bro. Okay. Let me try and Google it. It's this guy that I saw. I don't know which one it is. I'll just click the first one I see. Wait, maybe we just go to his thing and we look at like the popular shorts. $11 million views. No, not that one. English. It's because that's why. Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Like the color. Yeah. It's great. The English language is just so filled with logic. No. Yeah. No. No. Huh. No. That one is crazy. Kernel? That one is fucking crazy, by the way. Like, the English language is literally just like zero logic. It's like memorizing. It's so crazy. Kernel? You just have to memorize things because they make no sense. It's like remembering. It's all habits, no logic. Kernel? Where's the R? Yeah, where is the R? Kernel? Kernel? Where? Pisses me off. It actually pisses me off, dude. I mean, I can't. So I need you English fucks to stop correcting people. Because you English fucks, you need to stop correcting people because it makes no sense. Okay? You should actually, when people mispronounce, you should be like, you know what? We should change our language to that because that made more sense. Most of the time, when foreigners mispronounce English, it's because they're trying to apply logic to your language. Okay? No flame. Yeah, I've seen some of the pronouncing
you make no
on
sense.
names. You make no sense. Okay, then. Yeah, sometimes that can work, Bombers. Yeah, sometimes you can fix it yourself. Sometimes you can't. Yeah, it's echoing again because I have to enable all audio to... I remember to activate all audio for browsers. That's my whole issue with audio. There's only one issue. Basically that for you guys to hear anything that's on a browser, I have to click a button to activate all audio. And then I have to deactivate it. And it's because of DMCA issues. But if I forget to deactivate it right after I show you guys something like that, then you'll hear double TTS and sometimes double everything. It's a bit annoying, but it's good that you're reminding me. Maybe I can figure out a way, like a solution at some point, hopefully. Sorry for repeating myself. Was there adding UC to level? Exclamation mark level deep. Just showed you. Click that link. I don't know. I haven't really analyzed Norwegian that much. Maybe we also have a bunch of stuff that makes no sense. I remember as a kid I struggled with... is there any Norwegians in the chat? Hoff, are you here? There was one thing. I wonder if you guys also struggle with that as a kid. You know the way you write D and D. De har gjort noe. Det har blitt gjort. So the first word there, as a kid, that made no logical sense to me. Because when you write D, that is D plus I, logically. But for some reason, you write D and E. But you pronounce it D and I. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. I remember that one. Have you guys ever thought about that? That is also something we just memorize, but it makes no sense.
Is there a black person
Because
here?
D and I isn't even a word in Norwegian, but it should be. I remember I later had to ask my older cousin when I was doing some homework at their place. And I told him, like, can you help me with this? I never understand why you do that. And then I'm trying to remember what he said to me. He gave me like a memorizing rule. And then it just clicked in my brain and I never confused it anymore. I don't remember how he did it, but something clicked in my brain and I was like, okay, now, and then I never forget. I remember him saying something and I remember it clicked in my brain and I understood it for the rest of my life after that. And I never mixed it up anymore. But I don't remember exactly what he said. I think maybe he just gave an example of like, D would be like several people and de would be like an item. No, I don't remember what he said, but he said something and then it clicked. Funny how that works. The G on jeg. Yeah, that one is also weird actually, because jeg, it sounds like an I in the end. And that's another thing, by the way, that sometimes confuses my brain with certain words. It's the fact that in English, you say the letter E, right? And that is exactly how you pronounce the letter I in Norwegian. Did that make sense? Like this letter right here that I wrote in chat, in Norwegian, the way you pronounce that letter is to say, no, wait, I fucked it up. E, yeah. We say E. Okay, okay, dude, see, I'm getting brain lag now. In Norwegian, I'm going to type the second letter too. That's easier. In Norwegian, you say E for the first one and E for the second one. But in English, you would say E and I. So it's confusing. Sometimes. Because I see the letter E. When you're saying E in English, that literally means I in Norwegian. Did that make sense? So sometimes that brain fucks me when I swap between languages and I'll be like, you know, confused for a global. Same in German. Yeah. Same in Italian. Also trips me when I'm reading, not when speaking. Yeah. It's funny how that works. It's also, you know what's actually kind of crazy to think about? You know, most of us people in chat, we can speak more than one language, right? It's actually crazy to think about how we can swap over from languages like instantly like that. It's so cool. Like people that know, you know, 5, 6 languages and they can just like in a global whoop and then you're just full on speaking another language. It's so cool that we're able to do that. It's so impressive to watch these people that study like a fuck ton of languages. Does anyone in chat speak a lot of languages fluently? Like most people speak 2, right? And most people can maybe like, they know a few words and sentences in a 3rd and a 4th language, but I think there's very few people that speak 3 or more languages really well. Most people speak 2 languages well. Very few people do 3 or more, I think. My brother does 5 languages. Wait, you have a brother? Did you ever say that? How old is he? 5 languages? That is cool, dude. I love those like clips of there's this dude that goes on what's it called, that website where you're on webcam and you just meet random people that are also on cam and you just like say hello. Omegle or something? There's this dude that goes there and then also there's another dude that goes out in public and he'll just surprise people. Like usually he'll surprise Asians with randomly just speaking their language really well and they always get really shocked. I guess it's really uncommon for white people to learn any Asian language. So they get mega surprised. He's 43, saxophonist. Damn, that's cool, dude. That's a pretty big age gap. I mean, maybe not. You're getting kind of old, Hoff. Never mind. You are old as fuck. No flame. I mean, you're getting married, bro. That's crazy. You're getting married, dude? You know what I was talking about with rednecks a couple days ago? I was saying this summer, it'd be really cool if we all hung out at some point, maybe at my place. Grab a few drinks or something, you know? We sit here in my yard, have some barbecue, some drinks, me, you, and the rednecks, maybe some other people. Martin could come. I'd be down. That'd be fun, right? The thing is, though, like, Rednecks and Martin is a bit low rated, but I guess what we could do, Hoff, is like they can sit on one side of the table, and then we'll have like the high rated people on the other side, the better side, obviously, of the table. We could do something like that. Yeah. Will you take them swimming? Nah, dude. Swimming, fuck that, dude. Actually, I love swimming, but I don't like swimming in the ocean. I like swimming in like normal non-salt water. Ugh. I've been in the ocean a lot, but I don't like swimming into jellyfish 24/7, and I don't like that because I really like to go underwater, and then you get the salt water all over your. Nah, dude. There's so much piss in the ocean. Like the normal water is way better. Know what I'm saying? I'm not coming unless we establish that rule around the table. Yeah, of course. Yeah, don't worry. I'll do like little notes, you know, like 2.4 plus here. We'll do a rank 1 table, you know. Raised is the fastest way to level, my boy. I'm level 83 now. Surely there's more piss in a pool. I'm not talking about a pool. I'm talking about, what do you call it? Still water. Normal water without salt. You know what I mean? Redneck is your guild? Question mark. Oh, no. Rednecks is just a person that's in the chat a lot, but he's also Norwegian. So PK Hoff is Norwegian and he's here a lot, and then Rednecks is Norwegian, he's here a lot. So, and we all really get along, and it'd be cool to like meet up at some point. I mean, I already met Hoff already. I don't think we have any other Norwegians that that are actively here that live nearby or something that I talk to anyway. I'm going to Norway this summer for holidays, Smilers. Are you? Or are you just saying that because you're trying to get in on the action here? The thing is, Nargov, I don't think I have enough tables. Like, do I really have to make a like super low rated table? You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you bring your own low rated table, you could sit there, but no one else is going to be on that table, by the way. Because, like, I played with Martin and he got some rating at some point, so you're going to be, you know, at the other side alone over there then. You know, I mean, maybe you'll be able to talk to us, like, if you talk loud, but... I don't want to meet you anyway. Oh, okay. Damn, that's fucked up. Going to Mo i Rana. Wait, what? Really? What are you doing there? What in a Pepega random location is this? Yeah, I've never heard anyone say they're going to Mo i Rana. Maybe there's something cool there. Why are you leveling new shaman? Because it's faster to level from 10 to 90 this way than it is to level from 80 to 90 the normal way. I'm just leveling fast. I'm already level 84. I've been live for 1 hour 47 minutes. Exclamation mark level press. Click the link. I have some friends that I play with regularly. Oh, that's cool, dude. That's cool. When do you guys go to the cabin this year, Hoff? Is it in like June or something? Other Norwegian friends. Yeah, I know, that's Dan's game. Here I am, bored out of my mind, getting maybe one level in the same time. Yep, just make an earth and do this right now. Yep, exclamation mark UI. I mean, exclamation mark level sense. You just click link right above you. Probably some from start June until mid-August. Okay. You know, I might be going to Oslo soon too. I think it's close to your area as well, Hoff, because, you know, my neighbor, his daughter is moving right now to an area that's right next to you. And most likely I'll join for a drive over there soon. At some point. I'll let you know. Yo, Rednecks, what up, dude? We were just talking about you. I was just scheduling our barbecue, Rednecks, with Hoff. He's down. We were just talking about how we're going to set it up, how we're going to have like... Because Hoff and me, right? And then it's going to be you, Rednecks, and Martin. So we need to have like table arrangements, right? Like a low-rated table and a high-rated table, right? So you and Martin, Rednecks, you'll be sitting at the low-rated table, and then there'll be a high-rated table for me and Hoff. Unless you push rating, then maybe you can like sit on Hoff's lap or something. We'll see. But it depends on your CR around that time. I forget where you live, Rednecks. How long does it take you to drive down south? Or you live in... Don't you live in Stavanger or something? Isn't that actually like longer than Oslo? Wait, do you live in Stavanger? Maybe 3 hours? Okay. I mean, dude, I'm excited. I mean, if you guys want to, I mean, we could talk about it off stream, but I'm low-key open to like schedule something already. Because if we just, this is how it works. If we just talk about it now, it's never going to happen. We have to schedule early on a date to do it, I think. The only thing that sucks with that is that we don't know if the weather is going to be good. I feel like we need good weather. Don't call me out like that, Dip. Really, how is life in Norway? Good. I mean, in what sense? I think Norway is one of the best countries in the whole world to live in. From what I'm hearing and seeing. And I'm not just like saying that to glaze Norway because that's where I'm from. I think I'm generally just like omega lucky to live here. I can tell you positives and negatives about Norway in my experience. But overall, omega lucky to live here. I mean, it's a wealthy country and all, yeah. But what are you asking? I've never seen Trille stream at 10 a.m. Okay, that's not true. I used to stream early a lot. Back in the days. You need to show us all the Pog stuff where you live. Best fast food. Oh, yeah. I mean, there is no good... oh, we have a really good kebab, though. Really good kebab pizza. But I don't really eat that much. But like when you're drunk, you know, kebab tastes good. There is a really good kebab pizza here. But I mean, food, you know how it is. We should just make our own food. Norway food is just pepega. But you know, I live in town, so we can just walk down to the town and do stuff, you know. Do. But I only have like if you guys are gonna sleep over, we gotta figure that out. Like I mean, we got a sofa, and then I have like a mattress. I mean, you guys could share a mattress, low key. You know what I mean? I mean, Hoff's not married yet. So, Kappa Pride. Me and Hoff can share. I don't know, dude. I've had people sleep on my couch before and they've glazed it. But personally, I cannot sleep on a couch. My back gets completely fucked. And we're getting old, boys. So I don't know about that. Maybe we use hotel. That's also an option, yeah. We could figure that shit out. You need to make the minced meat Trille special? Nah, dude. I don't know about that. That's special design for me. I don't feel like other people are gonna like that. Hotel in Norway? Yeah, that shit's pricey, actually. Nah, the back pain is worth it at that point. I mean, rednecks would get back pain. He's like me. I don't think Hoff would. Hoff is the kind of guy, rednecks, that can still go out, get drunk as fuck, then drink the next day, get drunk again, then actually function on the third day. There's something wrong with him. He's like still 20. Somehow. He's one of those cool guys. Yeah, he's OP. Cooking stream where he cooks his special dish and you all taste and rate it. Nah, dude. Rednecks would take a bite and instantly be like, yeah, this is a bit pepego. I'm not gonna lie. And Hoff's gonna be like, oh, this is good. This is really good, because he's too polite, to be honest. I think it's pretty good, actually. I like it. I drink one Friday and can't function in 2 days. Same, bro. The fuck is kebab pizza? Wait, you guys don't have kebab pizza? I heard that your gun club culture is strong, or is that the neighbor country? Gun club culture in Norway. What do you mean gun club culture? I have no idea. You mean like people that... No, I don't think that's strong at all. I don't think Norwegians have a lot of guns at all, and it's very strict. I mean, Norwegian police don't even use guns until very recently. I think they started using it in Oslo now, like last year or something. But for my whole life, they've just not even carried guns unless it's like a very special thing that's happening. But now they're ramping up a bit. I don't know if they use guns in my area now. They might still keep it in the car. I don't think they go strapped anywhere. I could be wrong though, because things are changing. Why are they ramping up? I mean, I don't know if we should get into it, but I'm pretty sure it's because things are just getting a little bit more pepega in the world, you know? Like, especially Sweden, which is our neighbor country, and Sweden is basically like Norway. and Sweden has a lot of issues. And some of the issues from Sweden, we're super worried in Norway that we're gonna get what they refer to as Swedish conditions, because they've been having issues there for a while now, and Norway is like very, very scared that we're gonna have the same issues, and there are some tendencies of some criminals from Sweden that they're having issues with are also starting to come over to like Oslo, and there's a lot of weird shit going on. So we're like trying to, I don't know, it's a big topic that people are worried about. I drank once in 2014. I'm still recovering. You know what? That's respectable. That is the most respectable comment I've read all day. Does Norway have a nightlife scene? Okay, so let me tell you about Norway, since you're asking. Norway is basically like a retirement home. Most places. Okay, so what I mean by that is Norway is very boring, but very safe. If you're going to Norway, you don't go to Norway to make a lot of friends and pog and do fun stuff. Sure, in every country you have places like that. You can go to Oslo, and I'm sure there's some really cool clubs and nightlife in certain areas, for example. But overall, Norway vibe is that people are introverted. They're very polite. Norwegians are very polite and shy. They don't really talk to strangers as much. When they do, they're very polite, proper, friendly. Right? That's the vibe of Norwegians. Quiet, friendly, introverted, kind people. It's like a retirement home. Safe as fuck. You feel very safe. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. The politicians also in Norway are like, I mean, everyone has different takes, right? But overall, I think most people would agree that even with politics, we're quite lucky overall compared to other countries, because it's usually never been anything like completely crazy going on. Obviously, you know how it is with politics. Everyone disagrees on certain things or a lot of things, and the guy we have in charge now, a lot of people they want change. It's always like that, right? But overall, we're quite lucky, right? It's a wealthy country. We have so much oil, it's fucking crazy. So a lot of things are really good. The healthcare system is really good. Like healthcare is basically free for everyone. It's impossible to be homeless as a Norwegian citizen unless you choose to be. The government has to help you. They will give you a home. They will give you enough money to live. You can't be homeless unless you're like, I don't know, a drug addict trying to live on the streets, refusing to take help or something. If you're a Norwegian citizen, you will get help. So it's like stuff like that, That's really good. Why is there so many books and movies about serial killers? In Norway? What do you mean? Pretty sure Norway has... I think we have one serial killer, maybe two, after World War II. And then we had like a terrorist not too long ago, and I mean that's I don't know, that's about it when it comes to like terrorism and serial killers that I know of. Could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's very, very extremely rare. But when something like that happens, of course, there's movies, there's books, people talk about it. That's Swedish movies. Guys, Sweden and Norway is not the same country, but it's very similar. Denmark, Sweden, Norway, very, very similar, very close to each other. Pretty much the same type of people, but it is in fact 3 different countries. And I think nowadays you could compare Norway more to Denmark. It's Sweden that's becoming a little bit of an outlier. No hate, I'm just saying like Sweden is, it is what it is. Things are a little bit Monka some places. Sadly. Finland that much different? I wouldn't even compare Finland to Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. I mean, Finland, you can. Like, Finland seems like a great country in a lot of ways. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, just the language thing alone is so different. So, to my ears, Finnish sounds like more like Russian or something. I know it's not the same at all, but it's nowhere near Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish. It is very different in terms of language and all that. But the people... I mean, I only hear great things about... Dude, I'm spacing out. Take the portal to Dalaran. Is it upstairs? Where is the portal to Dalaran? Jade Forest, Crystal Song, Dorn, Razor... Oribos, Baldrak, Silvermoon. Wait, is it this one? The Crystal Song Forest Dalaran? I thought it was the other one. I guess it must be. The crime movie and TV shows are usually about Sweden and Denmark. Finnish language doesn't originate from the same language. I also think Finnish streamers with Finnish accent would pop off on their accent alone, but there seems to be very few Finnish streamers. I don't know. I'm level 86, I'm almost done, I'm getting there. Can I get a Twitch Prime? I'm fucking starving over here. I'm a singer, I'm making songs live on telly. Please give the Twitch Prime live on telly. Was that good? You like that? Enough? What do you mean enough? That was beautiful. But yeah, Norway, great country, bit like a retirement home, you feel safe. So the negative side is that I would say it's probably harder to socialize in a country like Norway. It's kind of maybe harder to make friends. People don't talk to strangers as much. People don't socialize as much as they do in other countries, I'd say. But that's very individual as well, how social someone is. I would also say that... What else is something negative? Oh yeah, it's expensive. But then again, if you have a Norwegian job, that kind of, it's fine, right? Because you have a Norwegian job. But even when you have a Norwegian job, stuff like going out to restaurants is extremely pricey. And so, in my opinion, that's maybe one of the most negative things about Norway. Because I was in America, I was in Cyprus, and I was in Germany. And I've lived in Germany and Cyprus. And I really love, as an adult, going out to a restaurant, eating some food together, having a drink, and just yapping. Getting a change of scenery and having food made for you and having it be affordable is a very, very enjoyable thing. Maybe I like it extra because I'm not as used to it as a Norwegian because you don't do it as much. But that is something I miss a lot. Like, I really miss that. Being able to do that more often. Because it's just too expensive. And I really hate that. Can you read me, please? What up, dude? Why I win only 1.4k XP. Depends on your level, I guess. I'm getting 4,770 XP right now. I have War Mode on. You can do that at 20. I have the Lore Walking on. And I have... I'm playing Earthen Dwarf, because then you get 200% more XP. Exclamation mark level, you see the link, I explain it. Cyprus is cool. It's cool in some ways. I was supposed to live there for a year, but I left after half a year because I didn't like certain things, so I decided to leave early. So I personally wouldn't want to live there. But I have certain good memories. But I don't like it there. I really don't. I don't feel safe there at all either. Too much scamming, too many dodgy people that I met, too much Pretty much weird shit, weird behavior. Maybe I got unlucky. I don't know, but I don't know, man. Not my vibe. The nightlife is really fun. And the weather is really great. But not my place to stay. I loved living in Germany. Really loved visiting America when I was in Texas. But Cyprus is not for me. Personally. I would never live there again. Actually worked on a couple of Norwegian movies. Yo, that's cool. Is there, maybe I've heard of them. Level 87, ladies and gentlemen. Almost done. All right, I missed some questions earlier. Feel free to type them again if you want to ask again. The chat has calmed down a bit here, so I missed a lot of questions earlier. Please type them again if you're still here. Come to Hungary. It's an amazing country, Kappa. I don't really know anything about Hungary. What add-on is that? Exclamation mark level. No more questions? We're having a Q&A right now. Questions and answers. You want answers, chat? I got them. What do you want to know? This is your opportunity. Dragon leveling going well? Yeah, I'm level 80. Hard stuck. We usually drink alcohol-wise. Okay, so I've changed that a lot throughout the years. And now I'm back to, I only really want to drink something like vodka mixed with, you know, something simple. I want to have something clean. And I want to stick to one drink. Like vodka, cola, or something like that, right? With like ice cubes or something like that. Something simple. Because I feel a lot better the next day. Vodka Red Bull, yeah, that would work too. I mean, every vodka drink can be tasty as long as you mix it weak. I don't like downing vodka, like, so you taste the vodka heavily or whatever, you know what I mean? Peepoheart, probably a bartender also. He sent me a snap the other day of their fucking wine collection, so yeah, probably. Do you think your basement is haunted and is the reason that we can see strange things in the background? What do you mean see strange things in the background? You'd think my basement is creepy. Have you seen my basement? Have I shown you guys? My basement is super creepy. Because this is an old ass house. This is an old ass house on the top of a hill. And it has this old style basement. It's like really narrow. And when you go there in the evening, it's like super dark and creepy. It looks straight out of a horror movie. And also the history is here that that in back in World War II there was like a known Nazi owned this home. I'm living in a fucking haunted Nazi home, dude. It's crazy. You believe that? Level 88, boys. White Russian, probably my favorite drink. White Russian? What's in a White Russian again? Isn't that also vodka? What's in that? If we search for Nazi gold, maybe we need to pull out the walls and see if they hid something here. So you're saying I said that I like vodka mixed with something, and you go, ew, my favorite drink is White Russian, which is literally vodka. I mean, only rednecks, dude. Only rednecks can beat this Pepega. We may see that girl again that was there a year ago. What? I want to see the... Okay, you guys are getting weird with it now. You're getting Monka TOS with it now. I'm level 88, boys. 2 more levels to go. Coffee, liquor, vodka and milk. Yeah, that sounds good. I would like White Russian. Off will make us some. I'm a beer Andy. I really don't like vodka or most of those other high percentage alcohols. I'm going to be honest. Like, you know what I low-key think about vodka drinks? I think that anyone can like a vodka drink if it's mixed in a way where you like it. Because you can make them not taste alcohol at all. And it'll literally just taste like a normal drink. Does that make sense? But I get what you're saying. I like beer as well, but I have a few issues with beer. First of all, I have pollen allergies, and apparently there's a crossover allergy, so certain types of beer will make me really drowsy because of the, what's it called in English? The yeast or something? That's how I had it explained to me. But it's a bit RNG. But sometimes I can just, like it happened on stream not long ago. I had 2 sips of a beer, and I'm just like, oh my god, I need to go to bed. And it only happens to with beer, no other alcohol. But the the second thing is that if I drink too much beer, I feel really bloated too. I get so full. Yeah, I don't like that bloated feeling. So much volume to get drunk over there. Yeah. Yo, what up, Timo? My friend bought me White Russian in the bar once, but turns out he wanted to prank me and brought me garlic, vodka, and milk. I'll never forget the taste. I don't know about that prank, dude. That's Monka TOS. I like beer, but I can't drink beer if I want to get buzzed because my alcohol tolerance is too high for it. My stomach just gets too full and I feel bloated and nauseous from quantity long before I get buzzed. Yeah. Yeah. I can actually relate to that issue earlier in my life. Nowadays, I drink so rarely that I doubt that would be an issue. Because my tolerance levels are probably way lower now, as I never drink. But I would, when I was younger, I used to party way too much, and my tolerance levels were really, really high. Which actually is just annoying. I'm not trying to say that as a flex. I don't know why that is a flex, by the way. There's like nothing good about having a high, like too high of a tolerance. It's just expensive, and you gotta spam drink if you're trying to party. It's like, it's just annoying. Are you drinking at the barbecue? If we're gonna have a barbecue with rednecks and Hoff, absolutely we're gonna have drinks. Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. They're gonna knock on the door, I'll shake their hand with one hand and give them a shot with the other hand. And then I will inform them that they can have this shot, but don't forget to gift a sub when they're back home tomorrow to pay me back. You know? I mean, it's only fair. It's expensive when you got a PO all evening. Yeah, it's so annoying. But the best thing is to like, but the thing is like, that's the thing with drinking vodka and stuff, right? If you're gonna drink alcohol and you want to have vodka, I also don't like mixing those too strong. Not only for the flavor, but that is so easy to fuck up. You know, from experience, just trying to make your drinks a little bit too strong, and suddenly you are omega drunk. It just hits you like that. Like you space out, you're just sitting down for too long, and you've been drinking a really strong drink and you don't think about it. Suddenly the glass is empty and you're just yapping, having a good time, and you stand up. 10 seconds later, you're like, oh, fuck, I'm really drunk now. So for that reason as well, I do prefer making like less strong drinks to have more control, because when it comes to liquor, it's so easy to overdo it on accident. And it sucks when you're suddenly like too drunk. So you want to like have a nice slow pacing with stuff like that. You can control it and have fun. And if you ever feel like speeding it up and getting a little bit more tipsy, a little bit more drunk, then you can just have a shot and keep drinking weak drinks. You know? Controlling it. I mean, that's a logic that works for your concern. Maybe, yeah. Could be. Depends. But that's how it works for me the best, I think. It actually happened not too long ago, like a couple of years ago. My neighbor invited me upstairs at around midnight. And they were having an after party. I was like, I don't know about this, but they're so cool, those people. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll join. So I had a few drinks here. And then I go upstairs and I'm sober and they're having a drinking game. I sit down at the table. There's a bunch of people there, but they're all really cool. So it was fun. And then they're mixing me drinks so I can like catch up. And so he's making me vodka cola. And, you know, he's asking me if I want it a little bit stronger. I'm like, yeah, make it a little bit stronger. I need to catch up. And I was having a great time. I was getting a little bit tipsy. And I asked for another drink, and then I don't know how many I had. I don't remember exactly, but what I'm trying to get at is that I actually blacked out at some point. Like, I don't remember what happened. They told me the next day what I had said and done, and everything was good vibes and we had fun, but I literally didn't remember the things that I had said and done. So that was like embarrassing and kind of shocking, like how it hit me. I don't know if that's ever happened to me before, that I blacked out like that. So that's scary when it comes to stuff like that. That really bothered me. I understand that you're trying to be funny, but it's like, brother, it's just like, dude, what was that? That's a 10-minute timeout. Jesus Christ. I'm level 89, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. They roofied you. Nah, dude, that's not what happened. Relax, guys. Nah, Dancy. Guys, listen, it's super wholesome and friendly people. I just had 2 strong drinks. And I actually went home, and I remember that, or I went downstairs to go to bed. Like, I left at some point, and I kind of remember that. But apparently, I have like a big yoga ball here, and I'd kicked it at some point, and they heard a lot of noise. And when I woke up, I saw that the carpet was like completely halfway undone, and the ball was somewhere, and things had fallen down, and it looked like I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I don't remember any of that. I woke up feeling so anxious. I was like, what the fuck did I do? I forgot everything. And I had apparently arm wrestled some guy, and they told me some of the jokes that I had cracked, and everyone was laughing, and they were still laughing about it the next day. I was like, I don't remember saying that at all. Apparently it was just like really fun, and we had a great time, but I felt so bad about not remembering, and I kept asking, like, I hope I didn't do anything bad. Please let me know. I actually don't remember. So that's never really happened to me before. It freaked me out. That's thing I'm black or drunk. I was playing Overwatch with my friend. We did Jaeger shots every time we got a play of the game. Okay, is that like a low-key flex? I got blackout drunk because I had to do a shot every time I got play of the game. Okay, dude. We get it, dude. You're insane at Overwatch. Okay, bro. You know what, guys? I actually have to take one shot for every gladiator mount I have right now. But I'm gonna black out. Okay, guys? Jesus. Boomers. No woman, no cry. Oh no, guys. This has been a yapping stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed. But I'm supposed to go to a barbecue. I'm gonna be 90 in a second here. I'm supposed to go to a barbecue around now, like 4 to 4:30. And I was thinking about not going, but I think I should go. And I think I'm gonna do a second stream, like a late stream when I'm back. This has just been a yapping stream. I mean, we basically leveled the character up now. I'm gonna see if I can hit 90 before I go. Don't get hammered. I'm not gonna have any alcohol. It's just gonna be food, and then I go home. I'm not hungry at all, by the way. You always say you're going to do a late stream and never do. I did not say... If I say I will do one, I guarantee it, then I do it. But I'm wording it like I might do one. Because it depends a bit on when I get home. Yes, I did praise. Level 10 to 90. I've been live for 2.5 hours, and we're about to hit 90. I wasn't level 10 when we started, though, but I was not high level. 20 maybe? 30 maybe? 20? I don't know. If it was me, I would watch an enhancement guide at the barbecue. I did. I'm just gonna socialize and yap a bit and see everyone, and then go back home. Eat food. Exclamation mark level, Safrine. And there it is. Ding, level 90. PogChamp in the chat. There it is. I mean, I've been AFK quite a bit yesterday, I remember, so I can't do a slash played. I don't know how long it took. The slash played will not be accurate. It says right here, it's way less than this though. But it says here that I played for 3.5 hours from level 10 to 90, but it's probably more like 3 hours or even less. So, I mean, it is extremely fast. It's the fastest way to level. All right, boys. What do you guys think the Hans' top 50 push is going to be like scale 1 to 10. 10 being like super difficult. 1 being like a breeze, super easy. What scale do you think we're going to be at? 1, you think it's going to be super easy? Really? Really? And again, 4 out of 10 due to how many people played, but it is strong now. Yeah, and it was stronger before. I mean, let's see. What rating do we even need? If I go to ladder, shuffle, filter, I'm gonna need... I need to pee, I'll tell you that much. I'm going to need to get top 50 in EU. Wait, why is it so laggy all of a sudden? EU, okay, scrolling. I need to get oh, it's only 2017 rating as enhance. That's top 50 EU. 1 sec, we're back. Oh my god, I'm sore. All right. Five. Well, we'll see. We are now level 90 though, so that's done. That means we can play 3 new specs. That's cool. Shaman is leveled. There's also some updates to the add-on, which is cool. I gotta look into that. We're working on an add-on. But, I have to update it and send over some stuff, but I should be able to now right-click. Yeah. So I could right-click and mark as complete and unmark. Yep. So now I can do that to whenever I reach top 100 on something, I can just do this and it's done. That's really good. We are constantly updating the add-on. So that's nice. I can just do all, save. And then we have this new option. Where did we make that? Wait, all. Save. Oh yeah, overlay here. Hide unrated rows. And I could go here and mark as complete. But it should show, yeah, I'll figure it out. It should be showing that though. Like if I complete Hunter, it should show it. Yeah. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. It's a cool add-on we're working on for this challenge. Yo, what up, Nelix? I heard my word add-on. What's up? I was just checking out for a sec, but I gotta go. But yeah, it looked like, did you see what I just did there? I pressed complete and then it still didn't show up, but I'm gonna copy over settings later and see. But I have to go to the barbecue. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go eat, and I'll be back, and most likely I'll do a second stream late. Okay, boys? I'll let you know, though, if it's like... I'll type on the Discord. Thank you for the 16 subs. Thank you for hanging out and yapping with me. Little leveling stream. It was cozy. Thank you for hanging. And we will start on the Enhance and level the Evoker as well on the other accounts. And I'm excited. I'm actually excited to play Enhance. I think that's a really fun spec. So I'll probably be back in the evening. All right, see you guys. Much love. Just a little hangout sesh. Probably back later. Bye back, guys. Say bye back.